Close. Oh, it just showed up. It just showed up in the list.
Oh, it just popped on. I just got it.
Yeah, I'm live too.
Alright, so now guys, we're actually live on the Evil Plus series, guys, so link to the channel is down in the description below if you guys want to go check it out.
Yeah, I'll link the Huskies in a second. I just gotta mass update it. Actually, I'll just upload it on YouTube, update it on YouTube, since no one ever checks my Twitch. I've looked at the metrics, like no one ever looks at my Twitch ever. It's only there, and my studio uses it sometimes. You know what I mean? Anyways, Husky?
Yeah.
Trying to find a place to stash my drink that's not on my desk because I have retro computers on my desk and I don't want to break.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it near my Meraki because then I can spill it on my file server. My shelf is full of cans. I don't want to put it there. I don't want to put it in front of the mouse and keyboard because it could spill. I'll nudge the Dr. Pepper can and put it on the shelf. Anyways. Can my stream see the,
Yeah, I can see the engine.
Yeah, I figured. I set it up before I started the stream to make sure the package manager wasn't going to stick a dick in its ass.
Yeah.
I always make sure these streams are not set to safe for kids, so YouTube has no reason to cry to its mama. I will riff on platforms that censor people all day, if I must. Even if I'm streaming to them. Where is the fucking Wolf Lab Studios channel? Am I not? I'm logged in on here. WLP Akira. There we go. And yeah, I accidentally logged into fucking Discord. Didn't mean to do that. Well, it wouldn't be a stream without some gas.
No, it wouldn't. Alright, so let's actually finally get these friggin' levels done.
Yeah. Noah asked me at one point a while back, how does my diaphragm not collapse? I think it's just used to me burping. Please check the video resolution. I mean, I know I shouldn't be streaming like this high quality on a low band internet, you know? Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Cracking my knuckles, and now I'm gonna work on this game object.
The great thing about this, since you're streaming, I can watch your end of it and
Yep.
see these designs being made with my own eyes.
Yep. You can just watch what I'm doing.
Yep.
Well, technically I do window hopping, so if it looks like I've Unity deselected, it's because I do.
Yeah.
Because I do other things while I'm streaming too. I just switch around. But yeah, I'm actually thinking right now. That's why the engine has like no activity, is because I'm pondering. You know what I mean? I don't like that my API key is showing, but the entire thing isn't showing, to be fair. So no one can really use it because it's a pretty long code. The entire thing really isn't showing, so I really don't care as long as it doesn't get leaked. So events, what does this do? Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm just thinking.
Alright, Family Matthews on music.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna. Although you saw what I just did, I'm not sending it across just yet. I don't deem the collaboration instance ready yet. And no, I'm not checking my chat. I'm too busy with the engine to do so.
It's not even anyone in your chat yet.
You're a mod, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I am far too busy to handle that. I know for a fact you and Blixie are the mods of my Twitch stream. But yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. This is so confusing though. Or like a whole Maps API shit. Oh my god. I'd have to look back at the documentation, and right now I'm a little perplexed here. What was I pinged for?
Nothing.
Oh, God. That's exactly it, Matthew. You hit it right in the head. I made a remark about it because it was necessary to say. I made a jab at YouTube because it was necessary. What?
What was that all about? I don't know why, but like I either want to stay in Florida or I just want to go somewhere else. Ah!
If my stream gets fucking age restricted, so be it. I could just privatize it and be done with it. The more controversial streams, I just privatize and basically say out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? The more I forget about the controversial streams, the better I'm off, you know? Okay, so now I'm thinking a little harder on this.
Why did I hear a tornado siren?
You're hearing a loud noise in my bedroom. It's either my keyboard typing because I'm harsh on my keyboard, or it's my air
No, I
conditioner.
forgot I had a video up of a tornado warning vlog. I don't get why, but I just like watching them.
Google Maps. Oh. Classic, you're watching my stream, right?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah. Do you have like another monitor you pulled it up on or something?
Yeah, I have it on my second monitor.
Ah. So, did you see what I just pulled up on the scripts folder? Inspector panel. Sidebar inspector panel.
That's good.
Yeah, I found like the mother load of scripts. I didn't know these were here. Most of these were imported from different packages. Most of these were imported from different packages, and some of these I were not aware of that they were here. I was like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Discord mod script, Fmod Unity, goes to keep main. Well, I know the Fmod script was there. I've been playing around with that one. Discord mono script was when I was toying around with Discord Game SDK, which after I figure out how to use map service, I'm going to deal with Game SDK, and I do deal with Game SDK on my off time. What's inv? Oh, I know what inv is. Hang on. I know exactly where that's located too. Hey,
Dylan's here. Fucking Dylan.
we're doing a dev stream. Welcome to the stream on both our ends.
Yep.
What? Where's in? NV. Where the fuck is this located? Required UI inf.cs. Oh, yeah. I was very close on where that was. Okay, it's required UI inf.cs. I knew I made that script. It was only a matter of time before it like showed up again. So you can guess what the inf script does.
What's it do?
Player inventory. Gonna make an open world adventure game? Need an inventory system.
Well, of course.
That's a necessity.
Also, I think we should also have like a book, for your player to have like a book bag and all that to like store like weapons and all that in.
That's a good idea. That's kind of what the inventory script is for. It's basically a catch-all.
Like have a book bag for like your smaller weapons and other items that can fit in there, and like have like a double bag for like bigger sized weapons and all that.
Yeah, it's basically a catch-all for any inventory-related stuff. That's what the script is for. It's a catch-all for backpacks, hot bars, usage of actions related to those. It's a catch-all for all of those.
Yeah.
So Dylan, welcome. We're streaming Surviving the Dead development. Trying to shoot for a February 2022 release because this year's just not happening for release. So we're shooting for a beginning of 2022 release. I'm working on the engine side and Husky's watching me. I'm streaming from my MacBook Pro. I dug it out of the trench it was sitting in. So it was in plain sight. It was sitting in front of my bathroom.
Why is there a thing?
So, yeah, inf is a catch-all for inventory and inventory-related actions. And let me see what else I stuck in the code folder. Hang on. Game SDK handles all these Game SDK-related actions. Primary, that's empty. It's going to be worked on later. Required is logic. It has stuff related to zombies, players, and whatever else I might want to throw in there. This is for the main character. The Joshua Baker folder for the main character. Everything for the main character is called from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to make another folder for bosses. Enemies and bosses. Hang on.
Dang it, I can't use the light. But then,
What am I hearing?
about this. Dang it. Crap, I forgot to turn the camera off.
Who has their camera on?
Wait a second.
Alright, stuff coming your way.
Alright.
before someone gets demonetized for copyright. Make sure HDMI2, make sure your Fire Stick's on. Good.
Updating now.
You're okay. I didn't go anywhere.
Actually, there's one more update I need to make to the project because I was being very dumb and I forgot to expand the sidebar. I didn't see where I was throwing stuff. Hang on. And done. Two move folders have been sent your way, Husky. Okay. In about maybe a little over 10 minutes, I'm gonna be AFK because I gotta do something for Mom. But I'll be back afterward. But I'm still here. It's just I'm gonna be AFK in about a few minutes. I'm monitoring the clock. It's just, yeah. I'll do dev work until then, and then I'll be AFK, and then I'll be back in.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah. Developing this is kind of an interesting experience.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be my first game too, so I'm actually pretty excited for it.
It's not my first game.
I know it's not yours. I mean, you worked on how long project you're working on, so.
My first game was Rocky's High Flying Adventure. Believe it or fucking not, my first one was Rocky's High Flying Adventure, and then the final one in that series was Puppy Dog Online. The final one in that series was Puppy Dog Online, and then it was supposed to be transitioning over to New World, but it turns out Puppy Dog Online had an even bigger following than expected, so I merged Puppy Dog Online in the crossover of the New World instead of having it stop there. Because I realized if I kill it off at the end of the end of the old world, that would just ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I realized that because I learned from other people's mistakes too.
Not to mention, Dog Online pretty much coming up like crossing over with Spider Dead. So.
Yeah, it's also kind of my flagship. It's also my flagship thing. It's basically my thing I work on a lot of the time. I want to make sure I do it right. And make sure my community is satisfied.
Job opportunity.
What is?
What?
Car washer.
I just prefer to be a game dev because it's got a decent backing of a community.
I just think it's something so I can get
I'm actually
money.
I mean, game dev isn't bad, is it, Husky?
no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean
I
it's
I can barely do anything with like. I would have to have help if I were to do something like that.
yeah.
Get this. Per year, average game developer salaries are like $78,499 a year.
Yikes.
Why do I want chores?
Imagine how much money that's just how much they make a year.
Well, that's interesting. That would help pay a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And if we got that, we wouldn't even need disability.
What was the other one?
Wouldn't even need disability if we had that much revenue out of Surviving the Dead.
I know.
I already did that.
I'm sure we're selling the game at like a cheaper price, but yeah.
But the cheaper the price, the more people who can acquire it.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
then the
why I
word
want
of mouth for the games, well, decency at a lower price, would result in, more sales.
Yep.
So the lower price, but the decent backing of the community behind it would make up for the lower price because we'd sell more copies.
Yep. And also, I'm kind of thinking, like I know we're doing this for PS4 and Xbox One version, but I think we should also do this for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S version. Since we're going to be selling also physical copies of the PS4 and Xbox One version,
Merchandise.
I think we should also do it for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Yeah, I think that would be advisable.
And what were you saying earlier about merchandise, Matthew?
What was that?
You said something about merchandise.
I'm just looking at Walmart jobs.
I was about to say, in terms of like merchandise, like merch stores and all that for Surviving Dead, we are going to do that. However, my sister's going to be running that, but first she wants the game to actually come out first before she starts that operation.
Yes. I would actually say the exact same thing, Husky.
I don't blame her too. It would make sense.
I would say the exact same thing. It's this.
Because my dad got a truck. Oh, got ups.
So, what I'm gonna say is, I thought we were already going to release it for PS5, Xbox Series
No,
X.
we are. I was just saying, like, now we have to sell it digitally on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, but I was saying also selling a physical copy of the game as well.
Oh god. Well, it depends on the medium that they take, whether or not I have to get an extra burner, or whether or not we have to, if the PC game makes good money, whether or not we have to hire a person to distribute the game. Jesus Christ. But I'm kind of reluctant to release it in physical form because it gets expensive.
Well, yeah, because this game.
I have a stack of CDs somewhere, but I don't have DVDs or Blu-ray discs blank. And I'd have to ask my parents to go out and like buy a stack. Because I don't have a car.
Right.
Mom does. Dad does not, because he forfeited his license a couple months ago. But Mom does have a license, obviously, because she is the person who drives me around places. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mom drives me around places, and she's basically the person who drives people around. Dad's Parkinson's has advanced to the point where he can't drive anymore reliably. So Dad can't drive, and he forfeited his license for a state ID. So chances are he will never be able to drive ever again.
And that freaking sucks.
So Dad can't drive, but Mom can. So Mom's the one that's been driving Dad to work. Mom drove me to T-Mobile today, and I got my charging pad. It's this gigantic charging pad that when I get my new phone, I can stick it on top of the pad. Also, Dylan's new phone renewal date is the 4th of each month. It used to be the 25th of each month. Now it's the 4th because I forgot to renew it last month. So I made up for it by renewing it on the 4th. And I can actually ask Mom for her statement on that because I used her card. Just to verify, because, or actually, you know what? I think Dylan gets a text whenever I renew his phone. Dylan, quick question. Do you get a text whenever I renew your phone?
Yes.
When did I renew your phone last? Because I thought it was either the 4th or the 5th of this month. I just don't remember. You know what? Fuck it. Just remind me. As I usually do. Just remind me. Hi, Malloy. We're doing a dev stream, as per usual.
Yep.
We're on that hotel.
There she goes. I think she crashed.
Probably.
Because she wasn't emitting audio even though her icon was lighting up, which is a surefire sign. Client is having issues. I think my internet's also having issues because, well, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mr. Murphy's, my less than 1 megabit internet says hi beam is,
Still there.
Yeah,
It hasn't died yet, apparently. But, yeah, I'm running Ethernet to my routers. I can finally do that because I figured out what was causing the Ethernet ports to go kaput.
yeah, what was it?
VLANs. Our house internet plan does not support VLANs. I only found that out when I bricked my connection to my Netgear when I turned on VLANs, and that actually sucked. So I fixed it by turning off VLANs in the Netgear. I was like, oh wait, my Meraki had VLANs on. So I turned them off, and it downloaded the data, and there we go. Now all the Ethernet ports work, and it isn't slow as absolute dog shit. Or not as slow as it was. I'm actually getting better speeds. Not great speeds, but better than it was.
Ah, dang it.
But yeah, I think part of the speed issue is the fact that as a pingmeraki.com, like every single second it's connected.
No.
Which makes the ping rate not good. So right now I have 26 milliseconds ping. That may not sound bad, but my stream is suffering.
I got 45.
Well, generally when I'm not streaming, I get an average of 10 to 15. But when I'm live streaming, I get an average of 25 to 40.
There must be something with my internet because, like, quite literally, the voice connected sign is showing green.
That's normal.
For me, it hasn't been because it's always been yellow.
No, it's normal when it's green.
I know that. I was joking around saying something's wrong because it was green. I would like that, please. Please? I'll save that because, not gonna lie, that would be a perfect job.
I pulled up the game object and I'm working on shit.
Krispy Kreme.
I'm not gonna make the joke I want to make because I don't want to get either my stream taken down on Twitch or Husky stream demonetized.
Yeah. I'll be back in just a second.
I'll send in Husky's DMs. That was the joke.
I don't like this watch too much.
Hi, Yami.
Hey, well, okay, I'll try and apply measurements. I'm probably going to be creating a FNF mod soon.
We're streaming. We're live. It's just I'm live on my end. Husky's live on his.
Oh, you're gonna make like an FNF mod of you, like yourself.
Not myself, but my OC named Darker. Dang it!
What happened, Matthew?
My watch sent Levi. I have one of the songs finished. It's for the last song, which is the stage 3.
We're currently live streaming, so.
Yeah, we're working on Survivor Dead right now, as of right now. Yeah, I mean.
Cool.
I have the engine in the background, and I'm streaming it. But the.
By the way, Husky, I know how to use SL Studio.
Sweet. We got 3 people that's going to be using that studio. Most of our music composers, Leia still has to, plus is still going to pin the FLC things so that way, Isabel
Would that actually work?
can, work the soundtrack on her end, so.
It worked!
I'm just right next to my router at my desk.
Okay.
What is how I'm getting good reception is because my router is seated on top of the Meraki, which is near my desk.
Okay. I swear, that's the best feature on this watch.
If you think that is great, man, just wait till we get to use that watch for Survivor Dead Tide Twisted, which is going to be the 3rd game in the franchise.
Which will be released a few years in the future because
Yeah.
I'm not guaranteeing it can release it next year because the next game in line is Flame White Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom.
The thing is, I'm somewhat trying to go for something similar to like the Grand Vegas franchise, but
Use it as a baseline. Don't
Not
Copy-
quite.
don't
I like
cop-
the way they send notifications.
Not completely copying it, but like use
No,
it as,
like
a bit of a-
no, like use the idea, kind of like get inspired. Use it as inspiration, and then like then just run with it, right?
Yeah. Not like completely copying the Friends series, but like a bit of an inspiration.
Yeah, use it as inspiration, and then just run with the idea and go wild with your imagination.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. If I think that I want to use ideas from a game, I get inspiration from said idea, and maybe I'll add some of that to as an Easter egg. But I'll use inspiration from that idea and run with it. Let my imagination run free on that. Because I may actually just get Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy just so I can get ideas for it. You know what I mean, Husky?
Yep.
I
I
have.
will warn you. However, Puss, I will warn you though. If you're gonna play the Insane Trilogy, Crash 1 and 2 are difficult.
I enjoy a good challenge.
I know. I'm just thought I'd let you know ahead of time.
Does it run on Switch?
Yeah, I want to Switch. I'm pretty sure Dylan has it on on his.
Does. Yeah, I hope he does. I think he does. I think he does because he had the cartridge at one point. I think he played it on a cartridge at one point. Or borrowed his sister's cartridge. Oh, he crashed.
Well then.
Hi guys.
Yeah, what's up?
So I want to show you all the custom notes that I'm making.
Alright.
Can I show it to you all?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, here's the note for one of them.
Oh, cool.
I'm making one for lighter. We just the other LC I'm making.
So, yeah, currently I have... If you're wondering what we're using for a game engine, it's Unity.
Yeah.
Reason, it's a versatile engine, and it's actually pretty reliable most of the time. It's got enough features to provide us with a decent usage. And, yeah, it's got the features to go around for all of us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And, yeah, that's pretty much why I picked it. It's just... And that's also because it uses a programming language that I am familiar with. I learned it when I was modifying a C# game. Via a modding API. It was actually a lot of fun to do. I mean, if you know all the calls, it's a piece of cake.
Dang it.
But here's what I'm not going to do, or try to avoid the most, Husky. Else ifs. You know what I mean, Husky?
Yeah.
Else ifs, if you do too many of them, if the game is large enough, and you do else ifs for like almost every single call, it will slow down the game in your computer. Your computer will shit itself. And it will hate you for years. Your computer will hate you for years to come. I will put it like that. Not to say all civs aren't bad. They're okay as long as the game isn't like massive. And massive is kind of how I describe Surviving the Dead. So be careful with how you mess with my code. Don't add like excessive amounts of like else-ifs and shit. You're allowed to add a few if need be. If it absolutely requires it, then add them. Just don't litter it with that. That's all I ask. If you know what I mean. Don't litter my code with else ifs. I'm allowing the other engine devs to modify my code. That's what I'm saying. Which is Jeremiah and Husky. I'm allowing Jeremiah and Husky to basically modify my code. That's all. Because they're the ones who have access.
6.
Because, you know, they're the teammates and they also have engine access. Husky obviously would need engine access. He's the one who has, like, master access to the game.
Yeah, but this is my video game franchise.
Yeah, I only have master access to the engine because I'm the one who set everything up.
Dang it.
The only reason I have master access to the engine is because I'm the one who set everything up. In any other circumstance, because it's Husky's game, I would have let Husky set it up. But I don't think he's experienced. You're not experienced with Unity yet, are you?
Not really, no.
That's exactly why I set it up for you.
And plus, at the same time, I'm not really good at coding or anything like that, so hence why, thankfully I found you.
Yeah, I know.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've been with Unity since the Unity 4 days. That's how old I am with Unity. Unity 4. I'm old.
Also to let you know how I got the idea of how I came up with the idea of Surviving Dead. Basically, just one day I was outside with my niece and I just had this idea in my head, like, what if you're the last of your kind and everyone around you is just nothing but zombies? And then first it started out as an EAS scenario, and then it went from that to now it's going to be a friggin' video game.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It went from an EAS scenario, and then it evolved, and it kept evolving, and now it became this.
Basically.
Oh, this is fun. You know,
I don't. Go ahead.
The server we're talking in is more of a relaxed server, but we do dev work in here.
Yeah.
And like a way back area that's only accessible to staff and people who are granted access.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And of course, people who have experimented access, be able to like talk with the devs on the game and all that. Also, get to talk with the main character on the franchise and all that.
Yeah, I mean, you're a dev too, so you count as a dev.
Well,
Hi,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
This is the lighter note. If you see the developer chat.
I see it.
Yeah, that's it. Surprisingly enough, there's like 4 voice chats, but only 1 text chat. I think there only needs to be 1 text chat because everyone just converges in there. But this server is one of the most active ones I'm in. That's the smaller of them. This is one of the smallest servers I'm in, and it's still very, very active. You know what I mean? This is one of the smaller active servers I'm in. That's only had one iteration. Well, maybe two if you're counting your old server, but this server technically only had one iteration because it was originally your birthday server.
Yeah.
So technically, this is the first iteration of this server.
Which is upcoming October 7th would be the 1 year, will make 1 year since the server was made, so.
I thought it was the 8th. I guess it was a day off.
No, it was made on the 7th.
Oh, so it was made the day before your birthday.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's an interesting fact. This server is a chill place to be, but there are rules that you must follow. Every one of them, but some of them, if you break them, you'll only get a slap on the wrist. But there's a few that could range from a warning all the way up to a ban.
Yeah.
Usually a temp ban, depending on which one.
And like very strict rules that we are really strict on in the server are basically no drama from other servers, no sexual or racist comments, public discourse concerns the service, no political discussions, and also especially number 8, be careful of certain games that you discuss because it's one that will trigger a hot win.
Well, technically, terms of service is the main one we enforce.
Yeah.
We also enforce 2, but it's 2 and 4. 2, 4, and 5 are the main ones we enforce. But it's the latter half of 4 that we enforce the most.
Yeah.
I banned someone for using the N-word in another server from here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I banned some. The latter half of Rule 4 we actually enforce heavily. The racism part of no sexual or racist comments. That if you use a racist comment and it's you in this server, not someone else in the call in the background, that's a ban. If it's someone else in the background that's not you, and we deem it's not you, we'll spare you.
Yeah.
We don't want any unfair bans going around.
Yeah.
We are a server that is chill and doesn't really dish out bans all that much. We only dish out bans on very, very severe circumstances. You know what I mean, Husky?
Anyways, going back towards Surviving the Dead, I want to also make this very close now. There is an audiobook series on Surviving the Dead, but this has nothing to do, and I repeat, nothing to do with the audiobook series whatsoever.
What happened?
Now, this is actually an audio series called Surviving the Dead, but this has nothing to do with the audiobook series.
Oh, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with it. This is its own thing. It's a computer game, for one thing, and not an audiobook. It's completely different in shape and size, so if you try to fight us in court, we've already talked to a lawyer, so good luck.
Yeah.
We've already spoken to a lawyer, and that lawyer literally said that, hey, it's a completely different category.
Yeah.
So it's not enforceable in court, basically. and we are basically going to be getting a copyright, and trademark thing on Surviving the Dead's computer game thing.
Yeah.
So that's going to be shared across Husky 350 Game Studios and Wolf Lab Studios,
Yeah.
as both studios own the rights to the game. Oh my god, I hate having this condition on my back. Oh, great. I'm late. I'm gonna put my laptop on the table. My parents don't care that much from like 15 minutes late. They don't mind, generally. I'm gonna put my computer down on the floor and get around it.
So in the meantime, we'll just wait till Plus gets back.
Ugh. Trying to get up from my chair and it doesn't. My chair keeps pulling me back down.
So, Matthew, how'd your day been?
It's been alright.
That's weird.
I'm still in my bedroom, Husky. I'm just gathering up dishes.
Yeah, no.
I'm just on the opposite end of my bedroom, so my voice may be a little distant. Hey, remember that.
Okay, that was fairly easy.
What?
Just bought the Best Buy.
Oh. That's cool.
Now I'm gonna try Walmart again. Oh, they're maintenance. How wonderful.
back.
Very cool.
I don't know if I took tonight's meds by accident. But oh well, who cares? You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, good.
Looks like them offline.
I think he crashed. Was he in here when I went AFK?
No. Yeah, now we can start working on the what's the today?
Better hope to God Unity doesn't crash while I'm streaming. Because opening it back up while I'm live is a bitch.
Damn.
What happened? Matthew, what happened?
I just got an invitation to do a video interview
Oh, dang.
for Best Buy.
Oh, dang.
And I literally just said it about a minute ago. But now I'll have to wait until I get the card. But that's
Oh
the
my God,
quickest
Unity!
I've ever gotten. I've gotten a response from an employer.
Well, dang.
It took, I don't know, I forgot how long it took for Walmart to respond. They didn't even respond until a long while. Then my application expired and I lost it. But quite literally, I get it within 1 day.
Well, so we're gonna have to wait until September 24th once Neil's getting all the paper to make files for the game.
Hopefully I can get, if this, don't forget Wallen. And hopefully get enough money to move. I mean, I'm getting a job mainly to do stuff, but also to be able to get out of the place we're in currently. Because this is not working out. It's because it's too small.
Okay, Husky,
Yeah, what's up?
just sent another file across.
Alright, update now. Hold on.
And fixing some stuff up in the engine. And trying to see if shit will work. I don't know if this is gonna. Oh, it's playing audio from Surviving the Dead's soundtrack. It's playing Gulfport, I think. Is it seriously gonna play this? Debug. Should I let it sit here and play the Surviving the Dead audio? Oh, it's noise canceling, that's why. Stream can hear, but you can't. Hang on. Hang on, I'm gonna turn up sensitivity. I can't hear you, that's the thing when it's playing. Because Unity is taking priority. Yeah, Unity's taking audio priority over my card. I'm turning you and Matthew up so I can hear you. I'm gonna turn my speakers down actually because this is loud. I meant to turn it down in what is it, Fmod before I sent it into the game, and I'm probably gonna do that again. Because I didn't realize it was this loud out of laptop speakers, and I probably should have tested it before I sent it in. At least the stream gets a taste of what Gulfport's gonna sound like. Doesn't appear to be drawing terrains or anything. I'll fix that. I'll fix that in an update in a minute. And how long is this song? Hang on, let me pull up Fmod real quick. FG, okay. Pulling up Fmod. Pro escalation. Oh god. We're gonna be here a while. Over 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the kill switch if it's not done in 2 minutes. Or the kill switch on the play button if it's not done in 2 minutes. Which it probably will be, knowing nil. Well, I guess they don't want the players to be bored. I think it ended. Okay, I killed the thing anyways. I told it to stop playing. But Jesus Christ. That was long. I'm surprised my attention span didn't give out. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing to walk on at all. No, not yet. When there's stuff to do in game, like missions to do, zombies to kill, characters to talk to, then it won't be as monotonous to play. You know what I mean? But yeah. I mean, right now, if you saw my stream, it was completely blank. Just music and the FL and the Fmod debugger. Yep. Apparently, when I dragged the game object down, it inherited the track that was for that level, so... Oh, that's gonna be... Oh, no, I know what it was. It's because... You know how it's Zone 1, Area 1A? That's why. I failed to realize what game object's tied to right now. It's Zone 1, Area 1A, which is Gulfport. Because the main character is clipped to that particular track.
When you first start the gameplay anyways.
After the cutscenes, yes.
Yeah.
Is Zone 1, Area 1A, which is the first area in the game. And then it's B when you move to it, when you finish the first mission, right?
Yeah. That's when we go into the Home Depot and Gulfport, which we just call it
Originally, I wanted it to be like, if you walk to the side, you go to the next mission. But I'd rather it be like you finish the first area, like get all the missions done there, and then next area. Just so the user doesn't the player doesn't feel like, hey, I didn't complete this area, or I want to go back because I didn't finish it, or something like that.
Right.
So, yeah, complete all missions may be a bit extreme, but it does really hinge on how many missions there are in one given act. And, you know.
Yeah, plus you gotta have companions to help you out during the missions.
Mm-hmm. Will the companions have health or just not be defeatable?
No, they won't be defeatable.
Overpowered companions, I guess.
Basically.
Should I add Rocky to the list? Rocky and Vanessa to the list of companions?
Yeah, heck yeah.
I mean, Rocky. I can't get a picture of anymore because he's gone. But I do have him in my photo gallery from when he was around.
What breed of dog was Rocky?
American style black lab.
And for Gulfport level, we're gonna have Reaper, who's is particular kisses. Who's over here? Who's laying that over here right next to me?
Is your chocolate lab American or British style?
I'm not really sure. I think she's American. I don't. Hang on. Let me actually plug it up.
If I can find a picture of Rocky, I'll send it to you. It's gonna take me a hot minute though because he's like so far back in my gallery. I mean, I had. Oh, he's in my scrolling thing. Hang on. Never mind. I have him in a folder on my computer. Switch.
Did my phone literally say I was driving with my Nexar?
That's Rocky.
Okay, let me okay, just more color on this one though. This is basically what Kisses looks like.
Oh, an American style.
Yeah.
I sent a picture of Rocky in the chat.
I see. Actually, fun fact, my family actually used to have like a dog similar to Rocky actually.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was mixed with German Shepherd as well. Like a
Rocky was purebred. Rocky was purebred. But there are problems with labs. They're known to have like arthritic issues and sometimes hip dysplasia, and as well as when they get older, they get a small disease that has a problem with their breathing. And all three of the above is what Rocky got.
well, crap.
He got laryngeal paralysis, which was that breathing disease, where he kept gasping for air. But it was managed. He figured out how to manage it, and he had his help. So, yeah. He died September 3rd, 2019, if I recall correctly.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. He was a good dog. But still. That is not recovered yet.
Not to mention, we also got to work on the video for the tribute video for Tigger as well.
Yeah. I have Adobe Premiere Pro. I was going to use that for cutscenes.
That's fine. I do that too.
It's just going to take up the videos are going to take up so much space that I'd have to buy, what the fuck is it, for Unity. Unity Teams Advanced because it has more space.
Yeah.
That's going to be later down the road when it comes to it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah. And plus, my sister has like a bunch of bitches up to like when he was still a kid and all that.
So Husky, here's what I'm going to do. When we get the game out to beta, and people start liking the game to some extent, then we talk about putting in cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the beta builds are just going to have levels.
Well, yeah.
And one particular build is going to have multiplayer. It's going to be basically the Discord multiplayer match mix, basically. That's what I like to call it, the Discord multiplayer match mix.
Yeah. Well, actually, beta play it, actually get to play with devs and all that.
Yep.
That's all big character.
Oh god. I forgot to turn off input sensitivity. I forgot to... God damn it. Hang on. Mike's not picking up audio. Mike wasn't picking up audio for a minute. So I had to leave and rejoin the call. No, like, the auto sensitivity thing isn't, like, lighting up for a minute, but now it is. Discord likes to bug out when I play with auto sensitivity. Discord likes to bug out. At least on here. Anyways, I'm back on working on Surviving the Dead. Someone doing?
Welcome back, Blixie.
Hey, Blixie!
There's a Blixers. Oh, boy. I like Halo Fun. Halo Funny. I was playing Splatoon earlier for the first time, and I like God mode. And, like, this one moment, and I screen recorded it because, like, why not?
So, Husky,
The way it works on Nintendo Switch, if you didn't know,
Yeah,
that square button.
the difference between Rocky and your dog, Rocky's gone, but your dog is still around.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the Nintendo Switch, if you hold down that square button on the left Joy-Con, it'll record and save the last 30 seconds of whatever the fuck just happened. And I'm actually gonna try and save that onto a micro SD card that I have in there. And then I'm gonna like.
Oh, by the way, Husky,
Yeah.
although Vanessa's starting to get a bit of a gray muzzle, she's still going strong. She's still healthy.
That's good. I mean, the last thing, as far as like getting sick is concerned for kisses, the last thing she really had was an ear infection, / yeast infection. But that's been gone like the last time we took her to bed and all that.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Rocky had so many ear infections, and the second you did anything with his ears when he had that infection, he would just growl at you.
Yeah. This one, like, during the time we took it to the vet about this, we tried like cleaning it out and all that. It's like peroxide, apple cider, vinegar, oil, things like that. They like clean it out. And none of that was working, so we took it to the vet. They in to sum it up, it was both an ear infection / yeast infection, like her left ear. But now they put her, so they had her on medication since then. She's doing okay. She's already off the medication and all that.
So yeah, Vanessa is going strong, even though she's 7 years old.
I'm not really sure how old the Kisses is, but she still acts like a freaking puppy, though.
Oh, so does Vanessa. The second you go anywhere near the door while wearing shoes, or when you're getting ready to go out, she goes near the door saying, basically implying, oh, hey, Dylan. Basically, Vanessa goes like, are you going to take me out? Or are you just gonna walk out like that?
Yeah, not to mention, this dog in particular, if I give any other pet attention, this dog will legit bark just to try to get attention. Every time she does that, I end up calling her a jelly roll or some crap.
What Vanessa does is, if you give any other dog in the household attention that lives here, she will stick her head under your arm, effectively blocking the ability for you to pet the other dog.
How do you eject the micro SD card from the Nintendo Switch? It's not giving that as an option.
I don't know. You should be. BRB, Husky. I'm gonna get my Switch from its cradle. I'm gonna switch from its cradle real quick.
There's no option on here that says to eject it.
I don't think you have to.
There's nothing that has, like, anything to do with the system.
Maybe she shut the switch off and, like, just, or the port is, just get out from there.
Yeah, I know a better way of doing it. That's how you eject it. 128 gigs! I tried to put this SD card into my thing so I could post in like God mode. It gave me the whole fucking noise. The console now turn off. Alright. Turn off. Alright, let me ask you the thing real quick. Follow me. Grab. Which one should I use? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
You're right. You
Alright,
can't
well,
fucking
let me
eject
do
it.
this thing real quick. Let me unknot my card real quick.
I'm gonna use that next time. Next time something gives me shit. See.
That's what Dangpod does. He just goes eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Alright,
I'm gonna use that the next time something gives me shit, Blixie.
what, just take it out?
No, eeny, meeny, miny, dingus. By the way, I brought my Switch to my desk.
Alright, my SD card's now unmounted.
I'm actually gonna be kind of surprised how surviving this home on Switch.
Alright.
As long as it's optimized right, it shouldn't hurt it. I've seen unoptimized games like the one that Dylan likes to play.
1,000 gigabytes, also known as a terabyte. We're replacing these two words.
That actually is also known as a game. Once surviving that, we can get that. The Switch, the PS5, and the Xbox Series X.
Eeny, meeny, miny, dingus. I had to.
Alright, now for the sim. Oh yeah, Husky.
Yeah,
I'm
what's
gonna
up?
listen. This thing is so small. My hand is not big. Just so you know, this isn't compared to a micro SD card.
Hang on, my computer's shutting itself again.
Small it is compared to a micro SD card.
Your camera isn't loading, but it might be the fact that I'm running OBS.
Yeah, it's probably the same here. Oh, wait.
Now it's loading. Yeah, your thing wasn't loading, but now it's loading now.
Is compared to a micro SD card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Micro SDXC is tiny. We all know that.
Put it in. Alright, that's it. That's good enough. Gently.
I put the Switch next to my G3
I'm gonna
peripherals.
put this thing inside the Switch and see how it reacts. Wait, no, I'm not gonna do that because there's no way to unmount it. I got a notification. SD card inserted. Alright.
Oh god.
Yes! This is what I want to see.
Don't put your fucking SIM card in there.
No, you can't. Nice. This is exactly what I wanted to do. But for some reason, it's in the opposite order.
Anyways, I'm pulling the engine back up, so can you see it on the thing?
Yeah, see it.
Okay. So yeah.
Dang, it's almost been 2 hours since I went live on my channel.
It's probably been like an hour and a half on my end because I had to do prep work. I had to figure out my fucking restream password was. I had to figure out what my restream password was. Or I knew what the password was, but I forgot my email.
I think it's this video where I went God mode. I think it's this. Let me see. What is this? Yes, it was this. It was this video.
Alright, hold on. Wait, is there like copyright music in it before I play it?
I don't. Yes, it's top 2 music. It's top 2 gameplay. So it's probably. So
Don't risk it. Just wait till after the stream.
I went God mode in that moment, and I loved it.
We'll wait until after the stream to watch it.
And then also, I went God mode in this moment as well. Just happened each round.
We're gonna wait until after the stream to watch it, okay?
Alright, but yeah, it's
Because the last thing I need is Twitch hounding my ass as well as, well, you know, YouTube. Because both those avenues going down the shitter would hurt me badly.
I am not a DSD card, so like, you guys are about to watch me unless my camera's buffering. Is it buffering?
No, it's not buffering.
Alright, we're doing this transfer again. Shut up, I know I took out this.
With the question though, Blissy, whenever Smurfing did Dutch on the Switch, did you plan to get it for yours?
Maybe. Yeah. My brother and parents might like it actually.
Are they in-laws zombie games?
My dad was into The Last of Us for a while, so I think he'll like surviving the game. What? Oh, I see how it is. When one pops in, the other one pops out. It's like a fucking. That's in. I think. It read it. So that's good enough for me. You don't need this. Also, my rusty cards are small.
So, Husky,
Yeah.
what would you do if ES Voldemort signed up for the 5 and the Dead message boards?
I would immediately ban that person.
What if he just wants to play the game?
He'd have to play it offline.
Yeah, he's not going to be allowed to play multiplayer or anything like that, though.
Yeah, because we're not gonna deal with this toxic shit on the multiplayer servers.
Yeah.
If he's gonna talk out of his ass like what he usually does and cause shit in the multiplayer servers, we're not having that.
Yeah, keep in mind though, if he tries to, I wouldn't, like if he tries to sign up for multiplayer and stuff like that, I can tell you one thing, if he goes some crap up, I'm chainsaw blasting him in that game. I don't care what people say.
Well, if it's the Xbox servers, then we kind of have no jurisdiction on the forums on that because that's a completely separate API.
Yeah.
The WS API. Oh, yeah, send that, Dylan. Anyways, the WLS login API doesn't support newer generation consoles. It cannot support it, so I'd have to like restructure it from scratch for it to support next gen consoles.
Yeah.
So if he's gonna act like shit on the Series X and Series S, as well as PS5, someone can report him on that, and then Microsoft/Sony will deal with him. But to be fucking honest, I don't think they take too kindly to it either.
You know,
Because, yeah. I'm like, if I hear that shit in a game that I've worked hard on, that's not something I'm going to let. That's not something I'm going to let happen sitting down. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take it sitting down if some dipshit like Voldemort, ES Voldemort, does shit to us behind our back.
so yeah, Voldemort, you're watching, which I hope you die. But this will build with a bit of warning. You try causing crap, yeah, you're gonna get a freaking chainsaw blast in that game if you even try causing crap in it.
Well, if you start causing shit, I'll log into the administrator Microsoft and Sony accounts. I'll log into the administrator accounts, the ones that have ownership over the game, run a specific command from the console and kick you from the server, Voldemort. Because that's one of the few things the API likes to do to people like you, Voldemort.
Yep.
Anyone in this call knows who we're talking about. Actually, you know what? I can set up an auto filter for people like him. I know his Xbox.
Oh yeah.
I know his Xbox, so I can just set up a filter on the multiplayer thing. So if he tries to sign up, the API will catch it and it'll boom! Right out of the multiplayer server. I don't know if he has a PlayStation account, though. Alright.
Well, he does have. I mean, he has a. I know he has a PS4. I don't know about PS5 yet. He's more of an Xbox type of guy, though.
Mm-hmm. It'll run on PS4, but the API allows... The API on Wolf Lab Studios only permits kickban, but not like on the through the forum. It only allows kickban, but not through the forum on console. I can downlink it to the PC version, but it's a pain in the fucking ass to do. And by the way, it's time consuming. Because I'd have to run a series of commands through the console, the game console, and I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to have to do that. You know what I mean? Which is exactly why I hope I don't have to do that. What kind of anti-cheats should we use, Husky?
I'd say use easy anti-cheats like 9 to 5 and 7 days to die.
I mean, we could. Let me see if the easy anti-cheat can be implemented on a Mac too.
That just shut me up. As I was saying, for an anti-piracy thing, we could literally have the end credits play after playing the first level.
Oh yeah.
Just after the first level, just skip all levels and straight to the end credits.
And then like have me with the friggin' chainsaw in my hand with like the piracy thing on there, you know.
Saying pirating games is illegal and is not poggers. Please buy the game if you want to play. And then have the Chainsaw Blast clip play.
Yeah.
I can lend my voice for that. I can lend my voice for the most of the message, but you're gonna have to do the Chainsaw Blast voice.
That's fine. I mean, the part that said it and all that, I got it down pat, but I mean, I'm still working on that. God dang it, Dylan! I wouldn't doubt that.
Dylan.
I honestly would not doubt that whatsoever.
Oh, that gives me an idea.
But
if someone pirates the game, make it so that chainsaw doesn't work and more zombies spawn.
That could work.
And then when you die, the game crashes.
Oh shit, yes. Higher rate zombie spawning, and if you die, the game crashes with the text box saying, "You pirated, game over."
And then just be glowing green and be yelling chainsaw blast. And then the entire game just crash.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Or even worse, even though we really wanted to do all this, even worse, it crashes the entire computer or whatever platform you're playing on.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, wait, guys, wait. What if we make it so that the player tries, so that if the pirate tries to use a chainsaw or even summons a chainsaw, the game crashes.
That's diabolical, Dylan, and I love it.
Yes.
Diabolical indeed.
Trying to use the chainsaw, crash. You kill one zombie, that's a crash, dude. That's a crash for you.
Trying to commit chainsaw blast and chainsaw control? That's a crash.
And when people complain on the forums about, "Oh, hey, my game started to crash, you gotta use chainsaw blast and chainsaw control," my response on forums would be, "How did you get the game? Did you pay for it?"
Even if you interact with items in your room, such as by sitting down on a chair, it crashes.
Take a step forward, crash. Trigger the boss room, crash.
You leave your bedroom, crash.
Like just the moment after the first cutscene played, like where it just be after the second alert plays on the TV, and like it just automatically crashes after that. It would be like,
We may not be able to use the sounds because it would,
well, I mean, it's just gonna be
we
like,
don't want to use valid tones.
well, the thing is that we're gonna have like a different kind of tone for it, not like a traditional EAS tone. I mean, they can also make like sound effects in the video, so I think each of them is something like that.
I'll encode the alert, but you don't have to use the headers. I'll just encode it to make it legitimate.
Put vibrato on it.
And I'm trying to figure out why.
Put the vibrato effect on it.
Dylan, you were diabolical, I swear to God.
Put the vibrato effect on it. Yes, sir.
No, that would be weird. Like one of the tone was just played and automatically like say you play with a controller, the freaking controller vibrates.
said this, but at my old school,
Yeah.
they would literally butcher my last name.
What the flip?
And there's a good reason why.
Why is that?
Because there's a city that butchers my last name in Georgia.
An entire city would butcher your last name? What the fuck?
Yep. It's a small city and it was featured in The Walking Dead.
Like the TV show or like the Telltale game or something?
No, the TV show, Walking Dead.
I never really got into like the Walking Dead TV show, to be honest. Unless as I am a big fan of zombie movies and all that, but like I really just never got into Walking Dead. And I do think I'm gonna have people down in the comment center section once the stream gets organized and be like a bunch of freaking Walking Dead fans and be like, you're making the daddy game. You never have seen friggin' what's the left kid. This is beautiful. You should be making this. Shut up. Exactly.
And Pups knows my last name, so.
Anyways, back to Denmark.
Okay, what kind of drugs is Georgia on?
Depends what's going on.
There's been like 3 deadly items today. First have been crashes and now a plane crash. So, God dang it. Okay, when did the injury ball get knocked over?
Hey, Dylan.
What?
Husky and I can take over handling Manglu for now.
What's going on?
If shit arises and Husky alerts me to it, then I'll handle Manglu.
Come on, Dylan. I'm
Dylan introduced me to Manglu, and I got to know her, so. I know how to deal with.
your PFP to Godzilla.
Check developer chat for context. Check developer chat for context.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with Godzilla, huh?
Nothing.
Not this night too. Every single
The thing does was cute.
You know what? I'm gonna take a break from cuteness.
Which is
I'm gonna
fine,
take a break
Dylan.
From having the cute appearance of my profile pictures.
Which is fine. You don't need to have a cute profile picture every second of the day. Because what happened in developer chat was another instance of shit hitting the fan. And I'm getting tired of it.
Same here.
Stop with. Can we stop with the disputing over my profile picture? It's my account. I can do what I want with it.
I know.
I don't think there's a dispute over it.
Okay, thank you, Val said that she's not going to go through the whole death thing, but the reason she said I can't do this is I meant that I can't continue the relationship. That's all.
I'm gonna pull up Unity. At least Malangui isn't gonna die. Yikes, that threw me for a loop.
But yeah, that was it. Next step was go ahead and get the first level complete.
Yeah, it may take a few days, considering.
What was that?
Nothing. Ass.
It's
What the fuck?
You said ass first.
I covered my mouth and screamed into my hands. I covered my mouth with both palms and screamed into my hands.
God dang it. Oh my lord. Very sorry about that.
The Twitch stream is still going, and so is the YouTube stream. I looked into Easy Anti-Cheat. It's like it's a Windows anti-cheat. It won't run on my Mac.
What the fuck?
I rarely ever use Windows anymore.
Yeah, it's just a custom. It's just your custom computer decides to not only think it don't love itself, but also decides that commits to Duke go. I'm surprised Matthew didn't read some outside.
I've got multiple things going on in the background.
Oh my God.
Okay, so here's what I'm looking at the Unity forum.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm going to do for anti-cheat, based on a suggestion on the Unity forum. As I take my laptop back to my bed because this seat is very uncomfortable. You sit on it for hours on end. So here's what Unity forums suggest.
Why?
Give the user base a system to report hackers and cheaters. We'll probably have someone from Wolf Lab Studios handling that.
Yeah.
Handling the reports. Because I want it to be human verified. No bots looking at the reports and shit. Because that is a very quick way for shit to hit the fan. And then we could lose our reputation really fast.
Yeah, I don't want any of us to happen.
Nor do I.
I'm actually going to go ahead and send it off to stream because I'm starting to get tired. It's like almost 11 o'clock. So.
Yeah, it's. Are you gonna stick around after the stream?
No, it's really the call.
I'm gonna end the stream too. See you guys on the